Hi everyone. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through how to fix an issue whilst you are trying to connect to pgAdmin. In this case, we have our database, okay, and a jump host, which the jump host is connecting to the database. So from your pgAdmin, you are port forwarding to the jump host, and then from the jump host to the DB. But you tried everything and you still getting connection error or timed out. Okay, so this is the error you are getting. Your password is correct, your username is correct, and then you still having this issue. Okay, what you have is you have your session manager running, okay, and you think, yeah, you got the command right. So you got your session manager, which is AWS start a session, which you have in the region where you have your database, to the target, which is um the target of the host machine, okay, the host machine ID, okay. And what you are also, let me make this a bit bigger, you are doing is you are using the document name for AWS start port forwarding for the session manager, okay, and then you are using the perimeter as the the local host port and then the DB port, okay. So you think, yeah, the session has started, all right, no problem. It's waiting for you to connect with your um the pgAdmin. You trying to connect and you're having issues, it's not working. What could this be? Okay, so the problem lies in how the arrangement between your pgAdmin, your laptop, your local machine, the remote server, which is serving as the jump server, and then the database. By that, I mean, if we take a look at this quickly, let me show you. I think I've got this here. Okay, so here, this is your machine, and you are port forwarding. That is fine to the jump host, and then you think, yeah, your DB is in a private subnet, and therefore they are in the same network. Therefore, you should be able to connect, and you're having the problem, not able to connect. So the problem is the command that you are using. Okay, let's make it a bit bigger, not this one actually. Cancel that. Um, that one. Okay, so if you take a look, I've got the two commands here, so pay particular attention to them. Okay, and make sure you use the right one. So all of them are session manager start. Okay, the region, so that is fine. The region for the second one is at the end, so it doesn't matter where you put it. Okay, so let me show you quickly. Yeah, that's the region, no problem. So both of them are fine. Okay, the target machine, both of them are correct, no problem. The document, watch this, the document. We have two different types of the document that will help you to port forwarding. So the first one, the first document is only assuming that, okay, the Bastion host is running on that port 5432. This one presume that, okay? That's why we have it here. So it ends with the host machine. So port forwarding, and it will end with the host machine. Okay, with the parameters. You see that it ends here. So the session will end here. Okay, and it's going to use those port with these parameters. Okay, that is the one causing the issue. It's connected to the jump host, but it hasn't been connected to the DB. The reason being, the difference is we need to add what we called to the remote. Where is that? Where is that? Yeah, here. Okay. So you port forward the same, okay, but to the remote. Where is that? I think I missed that. Right. To the remote. Yeah. To the remote host. Okay, and then you have to give these parameters. Okay, the parameters are the endpoint for the DB. Okay, the endpoint for the DB, and then you give the port where you want to forward it to. Okay, the local host port. Okay, that is the difference. Again, the difference is the parameters, adding the endpoint, okay, of the database in the private subnet, and then the remote host to the remote host at the end. Okay, bear in mind when you are running your session manager on your command line, you need to have the session manager plugin also running. You keep this connection open, okay, all the time while the pgAdmin is still running. Okay, so we keep this connection open. So for now, because we are having the issue, okay, here we're going to terminate the port, the connection actually, and then restart the new one. So let me do Control C and end it. Okay, so this is the one that was not working, so we're going to add the correct one. Okay, that one, copy that. I think I've got it correct all the way here. And then what I need to do, let me clear the screen a little bit, Control L, and then I'll paste it here. So hopefully, let's press enter. Hopefully the connection is established, as you can see from the previous one. But now let's go to the pgAdmin, and then what we need to do, where's that? Yeah, here we go. What we need to do here is to, I think we need to try and do again. It's frozen. Okay, let's try back again. Test that is fine. Connection. Okay, actually let's cancel this and start again. So let's create a new server. Okay, a little bit object, register server, and then the name, let's give it any name like test or something. Okay, and then we go next, or the connection, we can put localhost, yeah, and then that is the port is fine, the maintenance database is fine, the username for the DB. Okay, and then what you do is you add your password. Hope I got the password correct. Let's try and see. Ta-la. So here we go. Now it's working. Okay, so you'll be able to fix the issue, all because the SSH connection that you are using the wrong document. Okay, therefore pick the right one. I'll share this in the chat, or those of you who are interested, actually give me a thumbs up in the comment, and then I will share this with you. Okay, um I think that is it. If you want me to do any other video, please let me know. So this is how to securely connect to your database using what we called jump host. Okay, without you managing any key, you are using Session Manager. Okay, I've done a full video right from creating VPC, all the EC2s, the DBs, and then connecting to them. Okay, I've done two separate videos about this, so please you can go back and watch them. Those of you who are happy with that and you have an issue, I hope this will help. All right, happy learning. See you in the next video. Bye bye.